Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan, and we're breaking down NFL schedules. Let's get into Washington, because, man, I just want to forget about this one as soon as I can. At the Eagles, this is going to be a loss. Don't overthink it. They're just better. Versus the Cowboys. Hey, another loss. They're super talented on offense, and I understand Washington's defense was fantastic last season, and they're really holding a weird sort of stranglehold on this division early in the year last season, but that was because Alex Smith is extremely disciplined and knows how to game manage. Well, the quarterbacks you have there now really don't, and it's going to make the defense weak late in games. They're just going to be on the field too much, and a good offense is going to take advantage of that. Versus Chicago, playoff team, versus first-year quarterback. Don't overthink it. That's a loss. So at Giants, this is a loss. Saquon Barkley, being the best running back on the planet, is more than enough to beat Washington. Versus the Patriots. Yeah, that's a loss. At the Dolphins, you guessed it, loss. Two kind of even talent-wise teams, still kind of discovering who they are for different reasons. The Dolphins are going to be much more culture-oriented than Washington ever could be under Daniel Snyder. That's going to be the difference. Against similar teams that are pretty weak, the Dolphins are going to eke it out just by grit. Now, where was I here? Versus the 49ers. They're going to lose. Jimmy G will rise this season. Mark my words. At the Vikings, this is a loss. The Vikings are a good team. Washington isn't. Don't overthink it. At the Bills, this is a loss. Washington is among many teams that will just really hope to be where the Bills are now next year. Your second-year quarterback, strong defense, good running game, plug some holes on the offensive line. That's a good place to be. Buffalo's there now. Washington's a year away. That's enough to make this a guaranteed loss. Then you got the bye week. Would have been great to have a late-in-the-season bye week like this if you were worthy of a playoff spot, but you're not. You know, people just have time to get depressed on this week off when the season's going that bad. Versus the Jets. Yeah, ringing in the latter part of the season with a loss. Year 2 quarterback with an exciting offensive mind at the helm versus year 1 quarterback with an exciting offensive mind at the helm. Both strong defenses. There's enough there for the Jets to have an advantage. It'll be fine. Versus the Lions. This is going to be a win. The Lions are going to be worse than people think. Matt Patricia's not the guy, okay? He's a good defensive mind, but he needs somebody reining him in, making sure he's going to be on time for things, making sure he doesn't go too hard at players. He's not ready for the head job. He wasn't. He got there because of his association with the Patriots. At the Panthers, this is going to be a loss. McCaffrey is going to have a field day with this Washington team. At the Packers, this is going to be a loss. The Packers already had a good offense, and now they're going to have a much improved defense. There's not much you can do there. Versus the Giants, yep, that's going to be a loss. Too much Barkley, and that's really all the Giants need against a team like Washington. And but at Dallas, hey, you're going to win, because the Dallas Cowboys tend to phone things in when they don't have to show up. It's a bad habit that usually gets worked out with good coaching, but they just have a clapping machine. So yeah, it's not going to be a good season, Washington fans. You're going to be playing for the first overall pick, along with a handful of other teams. So grin and bear it. It's going to be a rough one, but you know that's what happens when all 3 of your top quarterbacks on the roster get year-ending or even career-ending injuries in the same season. Yeah, it takes a while to recover from that, guys.